Hello, and this is my TBC live broadcast of Stephen Tyrone Cuffey for broadcast episode number 229 live broadcast. It's a pleasure to be with you all. I will be doing this one, will not be long with you all today because I'm just, it's a Sunday here and where I'm located, and it's a day of rest for a lot of us. So I just want to say it's a pleasure being with you all, and I want to say hello to my little Kayla and my loved one that always supports me always, and her family. I think that it's a wonderful thing to have great people around you, and that's all I associate with myself. But I want to say that it's great to have the people here from the Bangladesh community that always support me. I saw that y'all are here. Thank you so much here. Um, I want to say that tomorrow, we have our send button meeting in English. Randy Wilson will be heading that up, and I will be doing from this point on the broadcast. I'll be leading the broadcasters meeting. I'll be the host of that instead of Randy. Randy will probably be there, but I'll be hosting that. We had a discussion, ran out of discussion, felt that because I've done leading the way of the teaching community and doing broadcast, no other better person would know how about to do a broadcast meeting better than I. And he may have a point because I have done quite a few. Okay, and I've talked about a lot of different subjects. Um, um, Direct subjects involving the Billion Coin, as well as um, indirect subjects that can help us get going and moving forward. So that's what we all need to be mindful of. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay. Let me see here. We got any questions in here? I don't think we do. No questions. Okay. I also got people from New Zealand as well that support me. Thank you all for the world to support me. Whatever time sequence you're in around the world, whether it's morning, night, midnight, whatever, you support me, and I appreciate that. Because all of us not on the same time clock, and you know that because North America, which I'm in, we just experienced. We went back in time 1 hour. We was Eastern Daylight Time for me. Randy was Pacific Daylight Time yesterday. Now he's Pacific Standard Time, and I'm now Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be like that until around springtime of going into early summer. That would be like that until we go back to daylight time around that time next year. All right. Okay. So let's get going. I thank you all again for supporting me like you do. I'm going to be, if I had nobody support me at all, I'd still be where I am right today, because I plan to do exactly what the Billion Coin asked me to do, no matter what anyone says. Okay. Because that's why I haven't had any hiccups. I haven't had any problems. I haven't had any problems logging in other than when they're working on the Cream Cash back office or our wallets of the past. I've had any problems with the new wallet. We may have had a few hookups with the old TBC004.net wallet, but we don't have any problems with the 009.net. We should be building our community at massive rates, particularly with rapid rewards going on, as well as our 3 campaigns going on. Cash flow massive growth campaign, our merchant adoption campaign, and our cash flow campaign going. We should be building this beyond imagine, on our way to 1 billion members. But we know we have to be honest with ourselves and ask ourselves, and maybe some of us need to look into the mirror and say, are you really growing our community at the rate we should be? Just ask yourself that question sometimes. Are we growing the community as TBC community as we should be? And I think that sometimes you'll be shocked what would happen when you ask yourself that. When you look in the mirror and say, are we growing the community like we should be? Because if we are actually going through the 23 steps and creating cash flow, or if you add if you're not going at getting Randy Wilson or Dan Lux or Lawrence Menelecki as a cash flow coach, teach you how to cash flow. Because if we don't create that, guess what happens? How can you help someone in poverty cash flow? How? How are you adequately going to be able to do that if you're not cash flowing yourself? Okay. All right. Let's see here. I don't know. I haven't been to the blog today. Let's see if any blogs here. Okay. I want to also add, and TBC Revolution Femi's here. Thank you for being here, brother. I want to say that we need to everyone on this chat area support the TBC Revolution YouTube website. And that's Femi. He leads that up, and that's him. He's going to be doing his 100th live broadcast tomorrow. So I encourage you all to be there on Monday. I will make that. I will make another notice of that during my broadcast Monday as well. We got to make sure we support him. We need to have as many people as possible at his 100th live broadcast, because it will be one you do not want to miss. Okay, it's gonna be great. Y'all need to be there. Okay, all my brothers and sisters around the world, attend the TBC Revolution Femi's his live broadcast tomorrow. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Then you and hit that little bell, and then you'll be notified 30 minutes before he starts. Okay? All right. This was just a notice about the time clock went back 1 hour. Okay. If you're outside the U.S., be aware that the send button meetings will be 1 hour, 1 hour later than what you're accustomed to adjust it so just to it and be on time. Okay. Actually, it's 1 hour before for us in the U.S. because we went back 1 hour, but people outside the U.S. maybe 1 hour after. This is a great poster. Oh my God! I happen to see this on Facebook, and I this is awesome. I don't know who created this poster, but this is a great poster that that someone actually did, and it and it talked about some of our leaders in the community has done send button meetings. All the people you hear, including myself, there with my winter coat on. I don't know who found that one. That's me beside Randy and Tom Kumar right behind me, and beside him is Derek, Derek of Cameron. What's his name? Pratam Kumar of India is beside Derek. Derek. And also Mizanor is on the other side here. Beside here, he's of the Bengali community. He does send button meetings on Tuesday, and he does the Cambodian one as well on Tuesday. All us here have done send button meetings. I did 2 of them for Randy in a row while he was away, and it was quite an honor. So it says, don't miss every weekly meeting, send button meeting. I, for myself, haven't missed not once since getting my send button. Okay? Leaders have to be consistent and focused on TBC for the global community. How about you? Cookie Rewards Redemption focus on 1 billion members. Okay? All right. And this is the blog website right here, right there. Okay? All right. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow, they put another. I didn't know I had made it again. Wow. I didn't know I made it again. That is impressive. Wow. I didn't know I had made the blog again. I just found that out. This was this was review of cookie reward terms. I did a video and I went through let me see, was it this here? Was it here? No, it wasn't. Was it this one? Let me see. No, let me see here. No. Did I read this one? Let me see. No, this is the one here. Hold on a minute here. Okay. Exception to the policy limitations of 100 TBC only coming from cooking. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go over this. Let's go over this right here. This is important blog post. Let me go through this blog post for us, okay? Because people was questioning about the limitations of what they saw in their cookie rewards. Okay, this kind of going to spell it out for you, okay? All right, here we go. In this article, and this is admin talking to us. In this article, I will cover why some exceptions will be made to the policy. The maximum amount of TBC coins that can be given to an individual through cookie rewards is 100 lifetime total TBC coins. And this is a public notice right here. You can read it. Before I get to those exceptions, I need to make a few things very clear. TBC is not a currency with a mission. It is a mission with a currency. I'm going to read that again. TBC is not a currency with a mission. It is a mission with currency. When you study the public notices, this comes perfectly clear. And this is a link to the public notice right here. Also, you should know a legal structure has been put in place where all 100 TBC coins are in a master trust, and a son trust is created for every TBC wallet and the coins that hold beneath the massive trust. You don't own TBC before you get a send button in your TBC wallet. You must pass the send button test, right? Let's look at question 2. And it goes like this. Because we are a private community, we are entitled to self-regulation with our centralized coin network, and discounters of our coin will have their send buttons turned off by admin. Other abusive behavior within our community could be also result of the same thing. If a member's send button is turned off, they will be given a period of time to reform, and then they can get their send button turned back on. We have seen that decentralized coins tend to lose their value because of a small number of people. Discounting them will drive the price down sharply and ultimately create loss of all users of those coins. A coin such as ours, which is based on the principle of abundance, requires a responsible admin to regulate its use centrally. The best way to view our coin is as community properly, and each member is a steward over their portion. This is implied with the membership agreement. Are you allowed to extract with our coin at a price of your choosing? No. Our coin is a part of a private community, and you have to conduct all transactions with the published current price only. Or yes, you purchase the coin and it's your property to use it as you wish at whatever price you want. Okay, the answer is no. As I was reading, I knew the answer was no. Okay, the answer is no. The coin is a private community, and you have to conduct all transactions at the published current price only. Pay close attention to these sentences. The best way to view our coin is a community property, and each coin is a steward over their portion. This is implied with the membership agreement. Okay? Once you understand how to sub-trust protects you, it says here. No, it says here. Okay. Once you understand how the sub-trust protects you and the whole TBC community, you will get very excited. Let me give you an example of the principle here. The principle is to own nothing, and let me read this again. The principle is to own nothing and control much. To a poor person, this may not make much sense. This may not make sense. But rich people already understand this principle. So in this example, there are two dogs. A poor man owns and dog. Let me see. The poor man owns and dog and license the dog under his own name, and the dog bites a wealthy man. A wealthy man sues the poor man in court and wins and garnishes his wages to pay off the judgment, and the poor man becomes poor. The second dog belongs to a trust of a rich man set up for that dog, and the only thing is that trust is the dog. The dog bites a poor woman, and she thinks she is suddenly become rich by suing the rich man. But the case is dismissed because the rich man does not own the dog, and there is no money in the trust. The point to this example is to welcome the legal structure of TBC and don't obsess over not owning TBC. Woo! I love that. This is a great example. Go ahead, admin. Wow, they just said, admin is incredible. I'm telling y'all. Woo, I love this. The problem with the current financial structure is corruption has completely taken over, allowing the hoarding of wealth away from the mass majority. It is pure evil that 1% own 99% of all the wealth in the world, leaving about 50% of the world's population in abject poverty. What a waste of human potential. Strip away of means of a man, and the man is likely to lead a meaningless life. Hope you can see how evil it is. This is the reason TBC is being forgiving. Is for give. Let me see. Let me read this again. This is the reason that TBC has forging a new path away. We're going our own way, centered on truth and not lies. 100 TBC coin is worth a great deal today and will become massive once we reach our objective of 1 billion members. 1,309,852 members at the moment of writing of this article. So that means each TBC coin is worth 3,309,852 grams, or grains, should I say. And when we use this third-party calculator, it shows what? 8,496,665.09. And this is the calculator right here, grain calculator. Times that by 100 TBC coins, and that equals to, wow, $849,666,590. Then when we reach our objective of 1 billion members, those same 100 TBC coins will be worth, wow, 100 100 billion, okay? This is 100 billion. 100 billion grains. That's 1 billion, 100 billion grains. That's right here, which is so big this calculator can't process it. But it is roughly, listen to this, guys, $250 billion. Wow. My God. $250 billion. I want that to sink in a little bit for you all. That's a big number. Okay, let's go on. At some point, you can draw the conclusion of having too much abundance, especially when you understand the responsibilities that come with having a stewardship. Yes, TBC billionaires would be the ones erecting future skyscrapers and establishing institutions of their own, and will be able to provide liquidity to the TBC millionaires. They're aligned within this grand mission to raise up humanity. But in order for an economy to work, there needs to be some friction between socioeconomic classes, and not everyone to be a billionaire. Another thing to consider is that there are exactly 1 billion TBC coins. It is too easy to get 100 TBC coins than once 10 million members collected incentive of let me see. Let me read that again. It is too easy to get 100 TBC coins that once 10 million members collected them, then the admin wallet would run to zero prematurely, and that would be the end of the Cook rewards. And without further, you shouldn't be concerned about getting even more TBC coins. You should be more concerned, be more excited, and work harder to help the community grow. Oh my God, here they saying the same thing I always say. They said here, I love this here. It says, okay, Frankie, you should be met. Okay, where is here? Let me see. Let me see here. Let me read. Okay, and that should be the end of the Cook rewards. And further, you shouldn't be concerned about getting TBC coins. You should be more excited and work harder to help the community get to 1 billion members, knowing that the incentive is to mature your coins of $250 billion. That's a massive stewardship. The TBC community will expect much from you. TBC was never meant to be a mission of personal gain only. See, that's the problem with I'm gonna stop there. That's the problem with a lot of members. They have that me mentality. It should be they, the people. Okay? All right. So let's look here. We do want to raise members up. In the end, worst case scenario, you will be a TBC millionaire. That's the worst case scenario. Look at that. That's a wonderful thing to be a TBC millionaire. Okay? A simple transaction of 40 grains worth of Kringles will result in a TBC millionaire status. And it doesn't get easier than that to become a millionaire. That's true. That's true, admin. What I find interesting is the notion that today you could do such a transaction and then immediately go through the redemption process. And out of sheer ignorance, some people think they should be able to cash it all in. Where do these people think that money is coming from? We are in a distribution phase, people. Read that again. We are in a distribution phase, people. Movement in the millions such as that would only be available once a mature, full-blown TBC crinkle economy has been established. Think of the distribution phase as like a condominium skyscraper being built, and the condos are being sold long before they are built. People literally are buying it at first. Maybe the foundation has been built and people are buying condos on the 10th floor already. The 10th floor won't exist for at least a year, and people feel like they are getting a bargain with their purchase, and they are not wrong. So think I have cleared up. A lot there before getting into the exceptions of the 100 cookie rewards limit. Okay, this is where people got to hear this. Okay, here we go. All exceptions relate to building up membership in TBC. Let's look at how a member could even get to this 100 TBC limit in the first place. Broadcasters certainly have the advantage here. Broadcasters get 1 million cookies for every send button meeting they view. They would have to view 10,000 meetings to hit the limit of 100 TBC coins. That's not likely to ever happen. That is true when you think about it. They also get 1 million cookies for every broadcast they do. And again, that it wouldn't take 10,000 broadcasts to hit that limit. So meetings and broadcasts are not going to ever reach that limit alone. Broadcasters do get 100 million cookies for each exchange of 40 grains, and it would cost about 10,000 worth of Kringles to hit the limit. I can see that happening in a few cases, but in principle, we don't want to exceed the 100 TBC limit based solely on large purchases. That was the main reason I wrote the previous article saying cookie rewards is not available for institutions. A basic millionaire member that doesn't broadcast get 100,000 cookies for the same transactions. It will cost them 10 million worth. It will cost them 10 million that limit. So far, okay? So listen to this, you guys. So far, these are not the ways members even hit the limit. Builders that sponsor 100 new members get 1 billion cookies for the set of 100. Okay? I'm one of those people, and a few people have done this too. Okay? Okay? All right. Okay. Okay. So a big builder that signs up 1,000 new members could hit that limit. Okay? All right. Unfortunately, scammers have sworn around the TBC community, taking advantage wherever they can. In the last two redemption periods, all referrals counted towards cookie rewards, and email verification was all they was required. Have you noticed most of the recruiting services we see dried up and went away once membership was based on paid status and not just email verified? Okay. Admin has seen a lot of obvious fraud coming from these recruiting services, and the change to paid status corrected that situation. So if you have earned through cookie rewards that exceeds the 100 TBC limit based on signups and sending a support ticket asking for an exception, they better be real referrals. You hear that? And real referrals is in bold letters. They better be real referrals. For now, if you sign up over 1,000 paid referrals and ask for an exception, I can accept that and issue the additional TBC coins as earned, deserving the award. But if you try to scam admin, and they put this in bold letters, but if you try to scam admin by claiming all of your email verified non-paid signups are real, then you will need to prove it. Get them to be paid. Get them becoming paid. Get them to become paid. Okay, I'm emphasizing that. And I have them complete their profiles. A true builder doesn't sign up people and merely abandon them. Being a sponsor comes with some responsibility to encourage their recruiters to fully plug into the TBC community. We're turning people into millionaires and billionaires for God's sake. Why wouldn't they want to fully plug in? I'm just going to say it. This is admin saying this, guys. I'm just going to say it. If you think you deserve to get more than 100 TBC coins for a half-ass job on your part, you are crazy. Woo! Go ahead, admin. This is what the admin just said. You heard that? That's right, admin. Speak your mind. I love it. Keep putting blog posts in like this. Drive it to the point. On the other hand, if you carefully read the blog, or in my case, what I say, study the blog, I have shown you many ways to be a big builder, and you can get thousands of new members and pay status and plug into the TBC community. And for those builders, I really don't have a list for you. Send it to support ticket and make your case. If you have clean paid, let me see. If you have clean paid referrals and they have completed their profile, fit, exception, and admin will reward you beyond. Many of you run large meetings and have set up a good system to sign up thousands of people. Or perhaps you have partnered with a number of merchants and they have passed out your business cards. I could go along with that as long as you follow up with each that sign up. And let me stop right there. So in the merchant system, if you're passing out cards, you have to follow up with those people. Make sure they sign up, doing their profiles, and do it just like you would sign someone up. I'm going to emphasize that part. Some sales funnels could also produce thousands of paid referrals. So like I said, all exceptions relate to building up memberships in TBC. We will look at each situation on a case-by-case basis. This article will be required reading if you present a case through the help desk, and we will investigate. Honesty is the best policy. You know, I'm gonna say this to you all. Let me say this. Let me just say this. Let me just say this. Let me say this right now, here and now. I'm gonna come out of this thing because I'm getting ready close to ending this broadcast because I'm over longer than I thought I would be today. Now, I just went over this blog post. I'm going to say this. Admin could have been quite clearer than they were today. Okay? If I strongly recommend that every single TBC member read this blog post and read it maybe once or maybe even 3 times. Admin got a little wrong. Admin told it like it was. I see some people asking about why is it 100 TBC limit, not realizing what that really entailed. Well, it said it right in this blog post. I knew admin was coming out with this blog post eventually. When Randy went over this, something about that, I asked him about that before, you know, when I was on his panel to one of his live broadcasts. He went over reading something about that before. But they did it. They put it out there today. So I'm going to say to you all, this is a awesome blog post. Admin is, you know, I'm not interested in knowing who it is, but if we ever knew, that's got to be a wonderful person or persons. Admin, I give it to you. You're to the point. You're so focused on our mission more than any of us. And I thank you immensely for all you are doing to help us grow our TBC community. Because guess what? I understand it's left up to us. It's not left up to admin. It's left up to us to grow our community to 1 billion members. Because admin has set out everything out there for us. The platform is there. Everything is out there for us. And we have to make sure that we are following every facet of our TBC mission, every facet of our TBC tools and products and procedures. It's there. I have never seen, admin has always been focused, but I've never seen admin as focused as this person or persons have done this past year of 2018. I've seen us gradually go from 16 to 17 and now where we are. And we have really grown to a magnificent point in terms of knowledge of where we should be going with TBC. And there's more great things to come. But don't think, I'm speaking to members now, don't think it's going to come with admins. Not admin's job to grow this community. It's up to us. Plain and simple. It's up to us. So I'm going to just say this. I just say thank you all for being a part of this today. Thank you, my little Kata, for always supporting me. And my loved one that always there supporting me. Thank you for everyone that watches this particular live broadcast. I'll be doing my 230th tomorrow. If nothing happens, I will be there. I ask you all to join me then. Okay? Have a great day. Love you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.